Hi guys, it's Barbara with Quartz Rose Tarot. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload new content. Guys, if you're looking for my information to book a personal reading, my tarot deck, Magical Fantasy Tarot, or anything, any of my other channels, everything is listed in the description box below. So let's get into this for Aries. What's going on, Aries? Weekend vibe. So it looks like there's been deception going on for a long time. The harsh truth is, for a long time, there's been deception in a family situation, and there's been a choice for two. The choice could be to walk away from a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. You're standing your ground because of the betrayal. Why do I feel like this person's the one standing their ground? So, Aries, this person's gaslighting the shit out of you. So I feel like with this, them standing their ground against the betrayal, like they're telling you that they didn't cheat. You're walking away from this person and they're arguing the fact that they didn't, but they did. They're gaslighting you. Like, there's an argument here. Somebody's unhappy because you're moving on. It's like, I feel like you're naive. They think you're naive. You're brokenhearted, but they think you're naive. They think that, well, it's not the word I'm hearing in my head. Okay, Aries, somebody thinks, I'm going to tell you this. Somebody thinks that you're stupid. Somebody thinks that they can pull the wool over your eyes, that you're naive, that you're a fool, literally a fool, right? Because there is drama with a third party, right? And this person's gaslighting you. You found out that this person was cheating and they're going to fight and act like they didn't do nothing, but they did. And it has to do with you leaving them behind. Now, I want Aries, I feel like this person's with you for the wrong reasons. They take advantage of you. They do. This person's taking advantage of you. They're not happy because you're out, right? So they don't have a place to live. They don't have a roof over their head. They don't have they don't have nothing. They don't have nothing if you're not there. But yet they're in the streets. This person's for the streets. I'm telling you. Third party. There's a lot of third party drama with this person. This person's a serial cheater. And you moving on, you're taking away the only stability this person has in their life. And they're going to fight and argue with you and act like you don't know what you're talking about. But they think you're foolish. They think you're stupid. They think that they can get away, that you're naive and that you're going to believe whatever they say. They found out today, though, didn't they, Aries? They found out today. Taurus. Your wish fulfillment is to have equal give and take with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. I feel like you're secretly jealous of this person. There's some jealousy, that needs to end. So with the Five of Wands, that can be strife, jealousy, competition, drama. But there's jealousy and secretly jealous. And it needs to end. You want equal give and take. You're wishing to have equal give and take. You can't show jealousy or act any kind of way if you want this person. You may be arguing with friends about moving forward because they think it's going to be a burden. I feel like your friends know you better than you realize, because there's an argument with friends here. You could be at a gathering and you're arguing with friends about moving forward because of the burden. Tell me about this. I feel like you need to walk away and master your emotions. You need strength because you feel like you're missing an opportunity in divine timing. You feel like you're missing an opportunity. You're holding yourself back. You might be thinking something. You might see this person with someone else and be envious or jealous. But it's destructive. But your friends are saying this person's drama. Even though you want a chance with this person, it might not be what you're looking for. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes when you want something really bad, it might not be the best thing for you. Gemini. So you got a victory standing your ground in a conversation. Like the victory standing your ground in a conversation. And you may look at things from a different perspective now and have some regret. So you're trapped in your head about the truth. Queen of Swords. New love. Oh. You said too much. Here you are, Queen of Swords. So you might have won the argument, but you could have lost a friend in the process. So you're trapped in your head about the truth about this person. So what I feel like, Gemini, is you have a friend that started dating somebody and you know that this person isn't a good person. You know they're not a good person. And you're telling your friend this. You may have won the argument, but you did not win the war. You did not. In this case, it has to do with a new beginning in love. And your friend is going to end up choosing the person that you don't like over you because you said something. You've probably known this person for a long time and knew that they were married. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. This person was married. You've known this person for a long time. They were in a commitment. They're coming in an Emperor energy, 4 of Wands, but knowing there was no equal give and take. Like, I've known him and his wife for years, and he treated his wife like XYZ. The only problem with this is, yes, you're probably right in the fact that you're trying to protect your friend. But the problem is we are different with different people. And just because they had a terrible marriage doesn't mean that his relationship with somebody else is going to be terrible. So I feel like you telling your friend because you knew what happened in the past might cost you a friendship, is what I feel like. Even though you had the best of intentions, Gemini. The best of intentions. Cancer. Cancer, you're coming in as a masculine king of cups. You want to give somebody a love offer. You're watching. Cancer, you got your eye on somebody. You're watching somebody, and you want to passionately communicate that you want to be with them. You want to offer them something here. Maybe this person, I want to know, what's the Five of Swords here? Cancer, you may have been manipulated in the past. There's somebody who could have been, you could have dated a narcissist. Women and men are narcissists. Take it out, resonates with you. But I feel like you're getting justice and divine timing for whatever manipulation or mind games that you had to play. This person is very abundant. They're very independent. And I feel like this is you building a new beginning. This is your justice. You have your eye on somebody that you really want to be with. Make that offer. Make that offer, Cancer. Because if you've dated somebody in the past that was, you know, I don't know, about themselves, I feel like everything's going to work out. Okay, so I have to say this. I have to say this, okay? Cancer. I know that, especially if you're a Cancer Venus, okay, your Venus is in Cancer. You're very, 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 very passionate, okay? But I feel like there's a new passionate beginning here. And I almost feel like, you know how something's going to collapse, right? The tower. You have the tower here. Something that wasn't built on a solid foundation is going to collapse. I don't feel like this is the tower that you're thinking of. I'm feeling like if your bed springs, if your bed ain't fully adjusted, that sucker might fall through. I'm just saying. I mean, that's the image I got in my head of the bed collapsing, okay? First of all, you're taking it to a whole nother level there, Cancer. So with that collapsing of something, just make sure that your bed frame is secure, okay? Because I feel like that might be cracking pretty soon. I feel like that's what's going to happen. And this person could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, by the way. Okay, so I'm just saying the chemistry there is good. It's very good. It's very, very, very good. Okay. But just, you know, check the bed frame. Just checking it. Leo. We got Leo. So you're not letting anybody see you sweat, so to speak. Okay, if you have some guilt or remorse, you're holding back and hiding it. You've wanted a victory for a long time. You're at a crossroads about the betrayal. Or this is your back and forth about the betrayal. You're back and forth about the betrayal. Okay. I feel like sometimes you want to rush in and show them how the cow ate the cabbage, so to speak. And then other times you don't want them to know that they've affected you in the way they've affected you. So there's a part of you that wants to stand your ground. You want to rush in and stand your ground about the betrayal, but then you're back and forth about getting a victory by not saying anything and not letting anybody know that you've been phased by their bullshit. I feel like this is the high road and this is the low road, okay? And I feel like you know, because you're back and forth about it. Do I rush in and take care of business, or do I act like I don't give a shit, like I ain't affected by their bullshit? That's where you're at, right? You could argue and fight. You could argue and fight here. And manifest your power. Or you could resist it. The choice is yours. So you have to decide how you want to handle a situation is what this is about. Do you want to rush in and talk shit, or do you want to just act like they ain't bothering you in the least bit and move on with your day? Okay, Virgo. Virgo, I feel like you could be communicating to a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You're obsessed out in the cold, feeling some regret or remorse. I feel like there's been a breakup here, and you feel like you were the cause of the breakup. Here you are, King of Pentacles, trying to be patient, wanting to be with somebody you got your eye on. So you got remorse, and okay, so you've been left out in the cold by somebody because you were up to no good. And you're telling somebody this, and you can see that you want to be with somebody, and now you're trying to be patient. This is like, maybe this is somebody you got your eye on. Yeah. Okay. Virgo, you're telling somebody that you may have regretted doing what you did, but you had your eye, you want to be with this other person. And it's almost like it bit you on the ass. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, because somebody communicated that you're just a player. It's illuminating you just being a player, there for a good time, not a long time. They communicated this to you. They feel betrayed. It's illuminating betrayal. Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is saying, you're just a player. You're there for a good time, not a long time. And it had to do with you wanting to offer your cup to somebody else. And now you're having some regrets being left out in the cold, and that's what you're communicating to another friend or family member. But this person knew what you were up to. You know, the wandering eye is cheating, guys. I want you to understand that. That is so disrespectful, to be with somebody and then be checking out somebody else and saying, oh, I'm just, you know, the way they gaslight you is saying, oh, I just admire their beauty. Bullshit. Bullshit. Keep your eyes to yourself. You don't need to be checking out other women if you're with a woman. That's disrespectful, period. You don't want a woman checking out another man in your presence. Don't do to somebody what you don't want done to yourself. If you don't want somebody doing it to you, why are you doing it to them? That's all I got to say about that. It's a two-way street. It is a two-way street. If you don't want them to do it to you, don't do it to them. That's rule number one in a relationship. Libra. Libra. This is about it. You're doing some soul searching and divine timing about this Queen of Pentacles. Libra, this Queen of Pentacles is definitely your enemy. You're trying to recover from the burden. So you feel like you had to stand your ground because of this Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. You felt like you weren't getting nowhere with your partner because of this person. And you're trying to heal from the burden in your judgment. Healing from the burden. This is like, this person is the problem here. Well, I'm going to tell you, this person is the problem if you're a twin flame. This is a karmic. If you're not a twin flame, they're both at fault. As you're back and forth wanting to move on from a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're trying to be patient. You patiently tried to work on justice here. Or this is about you're trying to decide whether or not you want to move forward with this King of Pentacles, being patient to work on justice. You've communicated about the betrayal of the past. Empress energy, you're a twin flame. This is past mistakes. Somebody has been cut off. Somebody wants to be with their wish fulfillment. They see that there was, okay, this person sees that somebody was manipulating them. In this case, that Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles is the problem. And you trying to move forward and trying to heal yourself from the burden. This person interfered in this journey. They're trying to block your blessings. They're trying to keep you from your path. Best thing you can do in this case, Libra, is to stay focused on the path, right? Stay focused on your path. No matter what blockages come in front of you, you either need to learn how to jump hurdles or get a chainsaw. You know what I'm saying? To cut out the problem. Cut out the problem. Whatever the case may be, visualize that path as an open road. Okay? And no matter what this person comes at you with, you know, get a bulldozer, I don't know, drive a bulldozer in your mind, right? You're going to remove the blockages however you need to do that. But what you create in your mind when you have stuff coming at you in a negative way, you literally, what you create in your space, what you can visualize is so in your space. This is your intention, the energy that you're putting out. That's your intention, okay? So focus on that road being open. And I mean, if you've got to drive a bulldozer and plow it out, do it. Whatever you need to do to keep focused on your path. Don't let this person be a problem in your relationship. Once you overcome that, your person will see that you are no longer, it's like you've healed from the drama. You've healed from the nonsense. And this is a twin flame I'm talking about, guys. This isn't just a regular relationship. Scorpio. You feel like there was an option and someone took that leap to offer a relationship to the Queen of Wands. I feel like you're heartbroken. because this person, there's no equal give and take, and this cycle needs to close. But you're still trapped in your head. First of all, Scorpio, men don't cheat with women that are of higher quality, or they cheat with somebody who's, they don't cheat with somebody who's better than you. They cheat with someone who's easier than you. Okay? They really do. They cheat with the easier ones, right? And you being trapped in your head because there's no equal give and take and the cycle being shut, that could be a blessing in disguise. I almost feel like you're allowing this, the energy that I'm feeling on this broken heart is you're allowing the fact that this person has moved on with a third party, that you're feeling like you're less than, and you're not. You're not. So in divine timing, there's a new beginning coming with a King of Cups for you, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, which is going to fill all 10 cups, and you're going to take a step back and see the bigger picture. Let that person have that person that you felt so drawn to, or whatever the case may be. I feel like that rejection is God's protection. But not only that, in this case, Scorpio, you getting a blessing out of this. So when the wheel spins in your favor, you get the Ace of Pentacles. That's the best ace you can get, right? Something that's going to grow and prosper with a King of Cups, somebody you're equally yoked with. So you being an Empress energy, or you being, even if you're not Empress energy, I don't feel like you are in this case. Because that could have been a karmic, but I don't feel like it is. I feel like this is just a soulmate connection. You're heartbroken that this person was able to get a relationship out of somebody you cared about. But in the end, you're the one getting a new beginning with a new person that's going to bring you blessings. 10 cups full. 10 cups full. This person's going to fill everyone. It's a very strong soulmate connection that's coming towards you. Sagittarius. Feel like you're very guarded and defensive about an argument. Sagittarius. Queen of Wands. Could be arguing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. So now you're not speaking to this person. You see this person's moving on. I don't feel like you're going to run in. Well, you might. You just might. Because working on moving forward, you know, if you're seeing this person, watching this person leave, because they're in it could be their car's leaving or they're driving off. Excuse me. I feel like with the working and the Six of Swords, that's going from rough waters to calm waters. So, you know, it could be moving forward, but it's also something about having smooth sailing, right? Working on moving from rough waters to calm waters. So settling down an argument, right? Because of love, Ace of Cups. Love is illuminated. You love this person. But you're having sleepless nights about the truth. King of Wands. So this is your true match, Sagittarius. Even though, you know, this coming in as a King of Pentacles, you know, This is somebody you feel like is your perfect person. The truth is, he is your person, right? It's illuminating that you love this person and now you're worried. So you got in an argument and he drove off and you're not talking and now you're worried about it. I feel like everything's going to be fine. I feel like sometimes you just need to cool down, right? Sometimes when things get heated, you just need to take a break. And then when you return, you talk about your part in the situation, right? Not theirs. You don't point the finger. You have to, when you come back from this argument, you have to say your part in it, not theirs. Capricorn. Somebody may be resisting offering their cup because of drama. The Emperor energy is waiting to take that leap towards his Four of Wands. He's unhappy about an argument. Okay, so I feel like this is somebody who's arguing with a karmic, wanting to take a leap towards his person, but is not jumping in right away because he doesn't want it to affect the Empress energy, who's not here, but that's what this is about. So resisting offering their cup because of the drama. So he doesn't want to put somebody in harm's way. He'll take that leap when he's ready. He's discontent over an argument. So I feel like, why do I feel like the energy of Capricorn, somebody may have threatened you with this, with your Empress. In other words, I'll do something, you know, I'll get even with the two of you. At a crossroads, heartbroken. There's a choice here. And like there's a choice between two people. And in your judgment, you got to make an offer. You may be heartbroken and at a crossroads, Emperor energy. There's only one clear option for you, but you have to be awakened to know that. So you still having to make a choice is causing you heartbreak. Now, the heartbreak might be because you're being swayed some way. But there's only one clear winner here. There's only one clear choice. Aquarius. Somebody has some regrets about the past, trying to be patient, doing a lot of thinking about a pre-Empress energy relationship. The relationship's illuminated. Somebody's really kind of melancholy about somebody. Queen of Pentacles could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. No, it's not. This is a third party energy. You're thinking a lot about another person. You're heartbroken over the manipulation of a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn that's illuminated. It's not the pre-Empress energy. Or somebody single and abundant. It's not. This the Queen of Pentacles is a third party. Okay. Okay. Aquarius, this is about you thinking about somebody that you want to go towards somebody else, right? This is somebody from the past that you have regrets. You have regrets. And you think about this person. You think about this person and you want to make it right with this person. But you held back. You held back. Now I'm feeling like you think about this relationship, but there's another person who's manipulating you, acting heartbroken. You're going to hold back from this third party because you know that it's like standing your ground against a tower. Like you're that tower is this person. That tower energy is this person. And you're trying to defend yourself against a tower. You don't have the power to, and like you don't have the power to defend yourself against this person. Or you're defending the tower. You could be defending the tower here. You're battling to protect something. I feel like that's what might be more what you're doing. You're defending the tower. You're holding back from the third party, defending the tower. This person manipulates you, trying to, I don't know if they're pretending they're heartbroken or if they're causing you heartbreak because of their manipulation. Whatever the case may be, you're thinking about somebody else and you're defending the tower. Now, it's like if that person was in the tower, you'd be defending this person inside the tower. I feel like there's a crazy person here. Like whoever this third party is, they're just, their ducks aren't in a row. Okay, they're missing something. They're a few sheets shy of a book. You know what I'm saying? They're just not all there. Maybe they are. Maybe they're just manipulating you. Think they're not. Pisces. Okay. So Pisces, you're coming in this Nine of Pentacles energy. Strong, independent. Could be pre-Empress energy. But needing strength to heal. You have strong emotions and you're taking this leap of faith to try to recover. You need the strength because of the betrayal. It has to do with the betrayal of a family situation by a Cancer. It could be another Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Or if you're a masculine, you have somebody trying to heal against you. But in this case, if you're the Pisces, you're the problem, you're the person who betrayed the family situation. Now, somebody here, okay. Pisces, you saw somebody communicating. You saw them talking. So manifesting an ending. You probably heard them talking as well, because there's no equal give and take. Somebody is telling somebody, and you saw this, that they're trying to end the relationship because there's no equal give and take in the relationship. They're telling the third party this. And you're needing the strength to heal from the betrayal. And you see that this person's moving on. This King of Cups is moving on. They're telling somebody that they're trying to end the relationship with you because there's no equal give and take, but they all say that when they're not getting their way. I don't feel like that's you. I feel like, Pisces, that's being done to you. So if this person, you caught this person telling somebody that they're trying to end the relationship because there's no equal give and take, let them go. Don't let the door hit them where the good Lord split them. So guys, I'm going to leave that there. If that resonates with you, please leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay blessed.